Hey everyone, this is Darren Benson with Performance Motor Coaches. Going to do something a little bit different than we've done before. I am by myself. It is Sunday evening and I've got to catch a plane first thing in the morning to go up to Renegade, get another XL headed our direction and also a Classic, but nonetheless wanted to do a video. We've had this unit here for a few weeks and have not had the opportunity to get it cleaned up and get it photographed and pictured. We have it, I blasted it on the internet quite a bit earlier, so you'll see it on a lot of different Facebook sites, but wanted to do a video of it, kind of talk about it. So as far as the cab itself, this is a Cascadia 116, so it's a little bit shorter hood. So if you'll see in comparison to the unit next door, that is a long hood. This is a short hood. This is the DD13. It is 505 horsepower. It is mated to the Detroit transmission, so the DT12, which to me is probably the best power combination. It's fun to ride and drive in, a little rocket ship. The only thing, if you're going to strap a major trailer, you know, over 40,000 pounds, I would definitely look at probably going with the 600 horse. But this will have no problem pulling, you know, a 20 to 24 foot stacker. As long as it was in that 20 to 25,000 pound range, you'll have no issues whatsoever. So it is standard height. You can catch that Volvo down there in the Bay 3. That is additional height, and then it is, the bunk over is a little bit larger than normal. So this customer wanted something nimble to go in state parks, wanted to get down below 40 foot. It's right about 40 foot. We've not put a tape measure to it. So it's 40 foot box, 116 inch cab, which with the metal back, and I'll take and show you that here in a minute, will be a little bit smaller rig. So it is all welded steel frame. For people that don't know, Showhauler definitely do a lot of research in regards to the Showhauler. Much stouter than any other coach out on the market. The welded steel frame coupled with the sheet metal. This particular coach does have spray foam insulation. It does have the foam board below the floor. So I'll reach inside, hit the disconnect. So we're coming inside a Showhauler. You'll see our disconnect here. Turn it on. We do have the compartment lights on. Catch this. We'll turn all of the lights on. Exterior lights, awning lights, basically every single light. So we'll take and light it up. We won't get too much to the inside right now. So I'll just kind of open up each individual compartment here. This is a combined storage compartment. All of the tile is still in the unit itself. Those little black pieces go over the entry well right there if you're underway. Customer added those little hooks to be able to attach their dog to. You do have a propane quick disconnect there. If you had an outdoor grill or a fire pit, you could put it in there. Do have the hydronic heater here. So this is a 50,000 BTU. This is a dual loop system. I would say much easier to work on, much easier for customer service than AquaHot. It does a good job heating a coach and your domestic water. It does have two electric elements that make it pretty handy to be used. As long as it's not too cold outside. If you're probably, you know, anything 30 and above, you can probably maintain temperature with two electric elements. Anything below that definitely uses diesel. And don't be afraid to use that diesel. So tandem axle here. Customer wanted something with the least amount of overhang as possible. So you didn't have to worry about dragging the rear end of the coach. Was very purposeful built in that we had waste tanks before and after the axle. Wanted to do regular manual flushing toilets. So essentially, the waste tanks will go to the other side of the coach, but they start here on this side and go to the other side, and your toilet is just right over the top of that tank. This is where your remote fill for your propane. It's about a 40-pound tank, and it is between the frame rails. No electrical within that because you do have some propane accessories inside there. Metal rear wall here. There again for less overall length. You do lose a little bit whenever you do the fiberglass caps like the Renegade next door. 40,000 pound hitch. Does have the buddy plug here. Got security lights all the way around it. So one waste tank here. One waste tank will go to your shower. The other one will go to your dishwasher. There are macerator pumps located within them. This is your main wet bay. There are 12-volt heat pads in the bottom of those. You wanted to add a hydronic register to those, wouldn't be a problem. Hose reel located within that compartment as well. You have your 3,000 watt Magnum inverter and your electric cord reel. And the transfer switch is in there as well. 10K Onan. It's about 140 hours. It has been serviced, nice and clean. Not roads to your axle like some of the other manufacturers, so you can run that. A little bit dustier roads, don't have to worry about kicking up all the dirt. You do have, for whatever reason, the customer did change the chassis batteries. I don't know if they left something on, but those are new Group 31 chassis batteries. And then there is a combiner right there. You do have your lithium compatible BIM inside there. As far as fuel, 120 gallon tank. The 116, the fuel tank goes back a little bit further, so you lose a little bit of that front storage compartment, basically for your fuel tank, and then the jack is back behind that before the next compartment starts. 13 gallon def tank. Very easy entry into the cab. Nice ISRI cab seats with lots of functions and features built into the seat. Customer did add the hood mirrors. I can raise this up. Kind of want to show you what I like about the Detroit. They're all cartridge filtered with the exception for the fuel water, but everything is very easy to get to. You do have your oil filter there, you have fuel filter back there, and then you do have a secondary fuel filter. And the nice thing, it's really difficult to see, but there is a hand pump. So if you did run this thing out of fuel, get more fuel in it, pump up that hand pump and get back on the road. Nice big cartridge filter up top. All the filters are on this side. You don't have to, a lot of manufacturers, they'll put the filters wherever, so you only have to worry about it one side. It does have your tow hooks right inside the bumper. And for people that do add the grill guards, very easy to add the grill guard. Just take those little plastic ports out. It goes right in the location of the factory tow hooks. Side mounted Girard, there again, customer wanted utility, didn't want the look of the awnings up top because he wanted a functional awning. All tiled floor, does have a tiled shower as well. So basically this is all just natural maple that does have a clear coat on board. Villa furniture, the couch does flip over for additional sleeping. The dinette is fixed because it is granite countertops. Kind of a leathered finish on this. Good storage within. You do have the solar controller. There are 575 watt panels up top. All your compartments, all your drawers are all dovetail. They're all soft close as well. We'll take and get the sink cover cleaned up a little bit. Nice big stainless steel sink. And then you do have your cooktop below here. There again, we'll run a sander over all that to make it look brand new. Nice tiled entry, very robust entry door. Samsung residential fridge. So there are 400 amp hour batteries there. Really not enough to run an air conditioner, but not a problem to run overnight. If you had to run TV, CPAP, anything else, your standard hydronic heaters, all 12 volt, but they'll consume a little bit. Nice big pull out pantry, and all those shelves are convertible. Little thumb screw to lock that in. We did just a like a raised panel. The nice thing, all the doors, including the pocket doors, are all solid, so no hollow core. You need to be able to access any of your plumbing for your washer dryer. Very easy to access that through those two panels there. All the windows are sliding framed, but they are dual pane glass. So you take a look here. Nice big opening into the cab. Does have your Garmin GPS, then it has the 10-inch monitor overhead. Does not have any kind of side turn signal cams, but really easy to take and add into that system. The customer was a ham radio operator, so they had a big antenna that ran back. Just more storage, and then you do have your over-the-air antenna booster right there. Surround sound with the subwoofer. The subwoofer is located below the dinette. So big storage right here as well. The reason why we did this big piece right here and then added some additional is if does not have a front TV in this particular area. The TV is only at the back, so it would be easy to take and remove this to add a TV, and all your electrical is there. Washer dryer, we did some little strips located there, kind of make it not so dark and dingy back in this hallway. I'll come into the toilet area first. You do have your Victron monitor right there, basically let you know what your shunt is doing. Nice large storage and sink there. The regular manual flushing toilet. All your electrical is very easy to get to. Everything that's on your Shore and Gen is here. Everything is on your inverter is there. Wanted to take and change any of that stuff around. Pretty simple to take and pull those out. Swap that Romex from one location to the next. Nice big shower there. Because all the plumbing is above the floor, the shower is somewhat elevated on all the Showhaulers. 2 shower niches, insets there for lots of body washes and shampoos and conditioners. This does flip up. And then we did some additional handles here. If you're a little bit mobility challenged. I'm 6 foot tall. I mean, if I can flip this around, you can kind of see overall height. You know, there's decent room in here, even the standard height coach. Customer added the TV there because it's a, you know, everything Showhauler builds is RVIA spec. We couldn't cover that that window with any kind of TV, so that's a 32-inch TV that does drop down. Covers just the very top of that. So, you know, put the TV up at night, or if you were concerned about exiting the coach, that is your own egress window there. Lots of storage. Customer added some of the shelves within that cabinet. And then customer wanted to be able to utilize that as a hamper and be able to throw his items in the top here. So 150 gallons of water below the bed. The only real access to that is this panel right over here on the side, and then your water pump is located right next to the bed. On the other side is the hydronic register. You do have windows on each side of the bed here. Customer didn't want any kind of window at the head of the bed. You do have a Firefly panel right there. You can turn all the lights on and off, fire your generator as well. 2 ACs, which is, you know, for a white coach and with this much insulation is more than enough. I can't really think why you'd need additional ACs beyond that. Nice soft touch walls with the lower wainscot, smooth wainscot. But we did a fan in each bathroom area and then also one in the kitchen. So I'm going to run this slide in, kind of bore you guys for a second. I want you to see how much room you have whenever the slide is inward. That's one of the ACs right there. They just do a very simple cover, so you don't have to stare at that plastic piece. There's that, you know, the cheap Coleman plastic piece. They are Coleman Roughnecks, so a little bit stouter than the standard Coleman. A little bit, you know, basically it's designed for more vibration. A lot of the customers, you know, you read online right now are having some issues with their Coleman locks. and a lot of that has to do with bracing and with some of the lighter weight tubing. So you can see still plenty of room here. The couch cannot pop out. There's storage back behind that. Even with the couch folded out, there's still enough room to be able to exit the coach without having to go all the way up to the cabinet. So a very nice clean coach. I think it's 12,100 miles. It has been stored indoors whenever it's not in use. So you can flop this back around. Very simple Firefly. So it still has, you know, simple fan controls, which a lot of the Firefly that control the fans, you know, be very problematic. They run simple thermostats, so very easy to use, very easy to operate. Not many things to go wrong with the Showhauler. Very simple electric menu. It'll turn your inverter on and off, and then just all your lights as well. So very simple, very utility unit. That's what a lot of people are looking for at this day and age with RVs, with the complexity. We're definitely proud to offer this coach. It will be stored indoors until it until it gets its new owner. The coach is priced at $459,000 right now. So this is a consignment coach. We welcome any offers. We welcome trades as well. Nothing too far out in regards to trades. Check it out on pmcrv.com. That's Performance Motor Coaches RV, pmcrv.com. Feel free to reach out to the dealership. They will get in touch with me. Glad you guys came out and checked out the video. Sorry I was not the star of the video, but it's all about content. It's all about some information. So really appreciate you guys enduring the video with us. Thanks so long. Come back again, like, tag, and subscribe.